This is a new series called Police Squad. This is episode 1, season 1. But this series is like only 6 episodes, so it'll be quick to watch. I know that Leslie Nelson from Airplane is in there, so and also he's from Nakedgun too. So this will be really fun to watch. Let's watch it.
In color, Leslie Nielsen.
This one is from Nakedgun.
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln. On theater.
Broken Promise.
Sally,
Okay,
I just
finance
can't
credit.
for you anymore. I'm in this thing way too deep already.
My orthodontist is getting anxious. He wants his money.
Haven't got
the
it.
money.
He beat up his own mother when it comes to money. Jim,
Oh, boy.
please. I only need a couple more days.
She's trying to
Next
loan
week
it.
You'll need a retainer. There's no end to it.
Jim, please.
This is it. End of the line.
Okay, he doesn't
I'll think
agree.
of something.
Well, you know I'd like to help you, but with the auditors coming in, I've got to balance the books.
Someone's coming in.
May I help you?
I'd like to cash this check, tire company. At least I used to be. I just got laid off today.
What's going
My
on?
driver's license.
Do you have 2 major credit cards?
The gun.
Thumbprint here into the camera.
Is he going to reload the gun?
Now look to your left.
2
and
guns.
call. Now spread your toes, please.
Well, spread the doors. What's going
Come
on?
and see us anytime.
These expressions.
Sally.
Okay. Wow, him too. The teleporter thing. Yeah, all the stamps. I see a stamping point at this point. Just put a little bit of money. Coins the fingerprints. And then he does the gun. And the scream was unnecessary.
My name is Sergeant Frank
There you go.
Griffin, Detective Lieutenant Police Squad.
Same name
There's been a
as
recent wave of
Nakedgun.
gorges in Italy. I was assigned to investigate holdups of neighborhood credit unions. Boss was already on the scene.
Classic.
According to her, the gunman shot the teller, she grabbed the gun and shot the hold-up man.
That's a long body.
Gunman twice is a good family man with no prior record.
Yes, how long this? Of course, some marks. Is an Egyptian.
Dan, you had a pretty rough time.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Cigarette?
Yes, I know. I was right here at my desk working. When I first heard the shot, and as I turned, Jim fell.
Fell's the teller.
No,
Who's Jim Fell?
He's the auditor, Frank.
he had the flu, so Jim filled in. Fully still had been.
He's coming to get
Wait a
some.
minute, let me get this. Okay, then after he shot the teller, you shot twice.
No, I only shot once. I did shoot twice.
Well, so now you're changing the story. Shot twice and Jim Fell?
No, Jim fell first, and then I shot twice once.
He's very confusing.
Company fell, and then you fired twice.
Once.
Once.
Okay, we think we know how he did it.
Oh, how he couldn't have done it. He hasn't been in for weeks.
Weeks.
Saul Weeks, he's the controller, Frank.
It's playground.
But somehow something didn't sit right. The police squad to see what homicide and the lab boys had picked up.
Moisture in the air comes in contact with the cold pitcher. It forms water droplets. And your mother, when she gets out of the shower, glistening with tiny little beads.
Good one.
All for today, Billy.
That's a wrong lesson.
What we can do with discarded swimwear.
Gee, thanks.
We got the coroner's report on the depth of penetration of the bullet in Jim Johnson's body. The bullet should have penetrated deeper. Let's fire this gun into these videotapes of Barbara Walters' interviews.
Shooting video
Destroyed
tapes.
only up to the point where Barbara asks him, is it difficult to love?
Yeah.
Alton Sally
Trippy.
claimed the shot.
Yeah, one of them.
To the point where she asked Katharine Hepburn what kind of tree she'd like to be.
Our next stop was a neighborhood known as Little Italy. I felt we had to talk with Ralph Twice's widow to see how much she knew.
Oh, wait, I don't want to answer any more of your
okay.
questions.
We would have come earlier, but your husband wasn't dead then.
It was such a...
Any money, doctor bills, gambling debts, book of the month club.
No bills.
on our solar telescope.
Live with a guy once, though, but that was just for a couple of years. And him out of town like a common pygmy.
Did he have any enemies?
Democrats didn't like him.
Sure, he wasn't all muscle, all body, all sinewy limbs.
Did he ever eat chop suey?
I know. No, he never did.
Lived with him for a year. Wasn't the same. Can't go back.
My daughter, what am I going to do?
Well, he went on a long trip.
Oh, wait a minute.
A trip,
How
really?
about a big monster came and took him?
Okay. A monster.
Was killed by left-wing insurgents from Paraguay.
These stories.
Traded to the Cubs for Reggie Jackson.
Following morning, I reported back to police squad. She said the holdup
That
man
was
had come
not
in once
typing.
before to extort protection money.
Reports on our APB
The tall man.
R&I rundown on Twice. Naked
Sure had a lot of people fooled.
He said
What about the
Nakedgun too.
final autopsy report on Johnson and Twice? According to this, the bullet canals in both bodies took an upward course.
A few feet apart. Tell him I want to meet him and a few of his men down at the Acme Credit Union.
Right away, sir.
And he said,
Tape indicates the path the bullet took. All right. Money and fire. I spent most of the angles from which the bullets might have been fired.
oh, shot
Teller
twice.
had his back turned, and then the gunman fired.
Wow. They get more
After
people.
several hours, but I knew I needed more answers.
Yeah, so Sunny.
Word in the street, Johnny.
I don't know.
Anything about the double killings at the Acme Credit Union?
He's from Nakedgun too.
Wasn't his fault he got fired from the tire company. In the industry in 2 weeks, so he would have gotten his job back anyway. She used to be Joe Serlo's girl until she got involved in the numbers. Pretty little naked, penny ante bunco scams.
Where do I locate this Serlo?
And the money.
He's working at this address.
You know about life after death?
I wouldn't know anything about it.
Wow.
You talking
This guy's making banks.
I proceeded directly to the address that Johnny had given me. Serlo had done some time years earlier for a minor offense. Come up through the school of hard knocks. Sally had been longtime acquaintances who asked for money to pay off an oral debt.
The money.
He had remembered the dentist's name. Dr. Robert Zubat. Zubatsky's office was located in far area of town where
That's
foreign
hanging there.
imports and his clientele were the sons and daughters of the privileged.
Mr. Drebin, Dr. Zubatsky will see you now. It's the second door on your left, Mr. Drebin. You're next, Carl.
Good one.
Yes, doctor. Would you like to take a look?
Yes, I would.
Come on. The windows. Oh, great. Looking for parts. Bed.
All right, let's get started, shall we? Sally Decker. Huh? No,
Oh,
I can't
how do
play.
he understand?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know her. She was a patient of mine. Her lower left quadrant was all messed up, but so what? That had a laughs, a couple of drinks, but that's the whole story.
Yes.
You're an animal.
We needed something more for a conviction. When I got to the elevator, my boss was already on the scene. Sally paid him up in full. One day after the double killing and theft. He was seeing Zavatsky. 6 years, maybe 7. 8 times a year.
She's in this thing up to her pretty little ears. Dentist cooperative?
Yeah, he gave me plenty of rope. Hello, Sally.
Yes,
This is
technique.
Dr. Zavatsky.
I need to talk to you.
See, we're
The
through.
boys.
I paid you in full.
I have the money right here.
Fresh from the mint. Traceable.
Okay, you win.
Half an hour.
The phony phone call about?
Just socializing. Went to the till for $1,200 is a pretty good motive.
Not enough, Frank. We'll need more.
Had a date with her.
A dead early.
He's already killed 2 men. You better watch your step.
You better be careful. This is okay. That's unexpected. Right outside.
Sergeant Drebin!
With doctors, they always keep you waiting.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Doesn't add up.
What do you mean, Lieutenant? I was there when it happened.
I think that you took the money to pay your orthodontist.
Oh, Captain, that's impossible. I haven't ever been involved
Oh,
in
still lying.
hand.
Sally was formerly Babs Caltrain. Babs has red hair.
Red hair.
2 bits.
Okay. Other one.
Before that, she sang backup.
That's a lot of
Revealed
works.
that I did a re-up.
It did.
Yeah. Okay. That's yeah. Little bit of a shutdown. Close range.
This is the police. You are surrounded. Do not
Is that necessary?
Under arrest.
Okay. Capture.
Sergeant, take her away and book her. I know you got Sally's
Yeah, but
record
what?
from R&I, but how did you know she handled
Just a little hunchback.
that little hunchback with me? Charlie, come out here.
Charlie, good going.
Hands back.
She's going to have to get her teeth straightened in the Statesville prison from now on.
And there's a lot
There'll be
more.
plenty of time.
Get something in the side of your mouth, Al.
One thing I still don't
Yes, a
understand.
Nakedgun.
Sally gave to Dr. Zabatsky wasn't traceable.
Neither did Sally.
I guess that's the ending there. How they Firsttime like doing manually. Just opening his mouth for like 30 seconds. I know if this show came out before Nakedgun or something, the dialogues and props are actually very similar there. We should finish this series in the video times in this video.